I am in pain.
Right.
And this is what I have to do.
Irvina Booker is a 60-year-old grandmother of 2. She suffers from multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, and arthritis.
Not killing anyone, but this disease and this pain is killing me.
Irvina is in so much pain, she's turned to the only thing that seems to help: marijuana.
It hurts every time you talk about this.
Irvina says she'd rather take legal steps to ease the pain, but she says the state is dragging its feet to help people like her.
You think about all the pain and everything you've gone through, and no one's listening. No one's listening.
Medical marijuana is legal in 16 states across the country, including New Jersey. Governor John Corzine signed legislation legalizing medical marijuana in January 2010, just before leaving office, but it's not yet available for patients. Julio Valentin is a former New York cop. He's in the process of opening a nonprofit medical marijuana dispensary in Montclair, but he won't be able to open the doors here until the state gives final clearance to patients.
We were granted our permit March of 2011. As far as when we'll actually be open is dependent again on the state finalizing rules, regulations, and patient registry.
Valentin had to go through background checks and a rigorous application process. His Greenleaf Compassion Center is one of 6 dispensaries approved to open in New Jersey. Valentin says his business will be an upscale medical office where patients will feel comfortable.
They won't feel like they're going into a pot shop or doing something wrong.
John Ray Wilson couldn't wait for places like Greenleaf to open. Wilson suffers from multiple sclerosis, the pain too much, so he grew marijuana in his backyard. He was arrested for growing 17 plants on his property and is now serving 5 years in prison. 5 years. An outrage, says his supporters, including Senator Raymond Lesniak. He's calling on Governor Christie to grant Wilson clemency.
It makes no sense to me. It doesn't make sense to anyone I've ever spoken to that we have put someone in jail for 5 years, a multiple sclerosis sufferer who didn't have health insurance, couldn't afford any pain killing.
I am not inclined to give any clemency to John Ray Wilson.
So as far as you're concerned, that's a dead issue.
I mean, unless something new comes up. Yeah, I think he's got to go to jail and stay there.
Many medical marijuana supporters think Governor Christie is making it difficult for clinics to open because he's against medical marijuana.
Everything was going fine until there was a changeover in the government, and everything went flip-flop, downhill.
Many medical marijuana critics fear if marijuana is legalized for medicinal purposes, it will lead to overall legalization. But Julio Valentin argues that state government is protecting the distribution of medical marijuana so closely that total legalization would never happen.
We're so regulated and everything's being scrutinized that we're not going to have those issues.